Okay. It's already
So
recording.
yeah. So my brother, he wants to gather the family. So we need to do something together. So and he quite forced us to go with him on Pizza Hut because I wanted to eat on Sertanopolis. There's a pizza on Sertanopolis called Santa Pizza. It is quite very good, but very good. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
but I will tell you another thing. Like, I don't have questions today, so we can talk or do your book there. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
but it's good for me to talk, and I will tell you a lot of things. So yeah, we went to Curitiba where sometimes ago, some like last year, and we eat a
Eight.
pizza
We
there.
ate.
Ate, yeah, we ate.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and it was on Curitiba, so you could think that it was not very good, but it was not. It's quite average or below average. So we missed the pizza
We
or
missed.
missed the pizza from Sertanopolis from Santa Pizza, and yeah, I'm doing free advertising for Santa Pizza today, but okay. So we went to Londrina now, and we ate at some at or on Pizza Hut or
At Pizza Hut.
at Pizza Hut. So it was quite expensive. It was 86 reais, I think,
Mm-hmm.
and it was good. It was uh, large, like with a lot of cream. The border was with has cream on it,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, but it was expensive. It was not that good. It's not as good. It was not as good as the pizza from Sertanopolis. So yeah, but the good part about it was that I took a picture because I need to post more pictures on my Instagram and change my profile picture and something like that. Because yeah, my profile picture right now is quite average, I would say. But
Mm-hmm.
I need to post another picture, something like that. So yeah, uh, I ate a good pizza, but it was not that good. Yeah, it was
Mm-hmm.
8 of 10. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
8 of 10. So yeah, and my brother took a picture of me and my mother, and I posted on Instagram, and I got you sent me a clap, like
Mm-hmm. Yes, I
yeah,
did.
and
I liked it.
yeah, but yeah,
It was a beautiful picture of you and your mom.
yeah. But I will tell you something. I have a lot of content on my mind, like for the master and the English it all and it all.
Uh-huh.
But I need to advertise me more, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Like you advertise you because you post you post like this questions. What does it mean on English? Like pão de queijo, yeah, pão de
Pão de
queijo.
queijo how would you say pão de queijo in English?
Yeah,
Cheese
and
breast. Do you
and
like
you
it? Do you
yeah
like those posts?
yeah, but I don't think I got it correctly always, but I try. There are
Well,
some ones that are easy and others that I don't know, but uh, and you put that I am on a music concert right now. Oh, the rock and still key.
yes,
So
rock
yeah,
band.
yeah, you are on concerts, like on dark places, like yeah.
Yes, I was. Yes, you can say that. Yes, I was. Uh-huh, go
Yeah,
on.
So, but I don't advertise me a lot. I need to advertise me more. But yeah, I'm quite. I have a lot of I think a lot of things to do, but a lot. So yeah, it's and I start doing English also, but I need to improve my English. So it's a thing I need to do. But ocupado, work no,
Busy.
busy.
Work
Yeah.
ocupado is busy. Mhm.
Yeah, so I were busy,
I was.
and now I was.
I was, yeah.
Nossa,
Uh-huh.
oh yeah, aí é um erro grave. Deixa eu escrever aqui.
Uh, I was, you were.
Ah, you were.
Yes. Uh-huh. I was, he.
Ah, é isso aí,
She.
então.
I was, he was, she was, it was. We were. We were. We
É, we
were.
were.
We were, they were in the past.
Let me take a picture.
Okay, cool.
Oh, so I was busy and now I'm more busy. But yeah, but the gains are coming. I could say that. Because I would
Yes.
yeah, and on another topics also, but in English, I think I can talk more, much more fast than before. Don't you think?
Yes, I do. I think
Like,
you're speaking a lot faster because your ideas are more connected. Your ideas have been more connected these days.
yeah, but I'm realizing that I can talk a lot faster, compared to the beginning of our classes. Yeah, we were talking in Portuguese, so it was by my fault. It's not your fault, clearly, but I was forcing us to talk in Portuguese. So I was getting
Mhm.
just 50% of of uh, of gains. Yeah, but now that I learning and talking, so I learning grammar and talking in English. So it's 100% of gain. So yeah, I think I cannot sustain my talking any longer. So you can say something now.
Well, the thing is, you know why you're speaking a lot faster with more and faster and better? Because of
Training.
practice. Training, yes. Practice makes perfect. Remember that I told you that at the beginning, what happened? You felt very insecure about speaking English. Then I told you, hey, let's do it. So I challenged you, like, why don't we try to really do everything in English? Because I think that would be cool for you to express yourself. And the moment you start speaking English, I can correct you. I can see not only your questions about contents, whatever thing you have in mind, but also I can correct your pronunciation, your speaking, which is extremely important. And you just get better at something practicing. Like, as you can see here, I have my piano. I love my piano. So I just get better in it training. Those days, can you believe I haven't been training as well as I really wanted, because I was extremely busy doing my workshop, working on my book. Remember my book that I produced, that I made with my friend Michelle. And yesterday was her birthday, then I just sent her a birthday message. Then I was busy and I didn't have time. I was feeling a little bit upset because I really love practicing the piano, but I couldn't. Then yesterday I could practice a little bit, and I hope now that I will be more free, I will be freer, then I'll play more. But the thing is, because I like to do, I'm a little like you. I like to do my own stuff. And sometimes when I can't do that, I get a little bit pissed off, like irritated.
Yeah.
But then that's like, but one thing that I have learned like this, it's just, okay, I was doing the workshop, I was doing the book stuff, but this is temporary. It's about to end, and sometimes we should have priorities. If we don't do that, we cannot go any further, and that's something that I have been learning sometimes the hard way, because I really want to do my things. I want to control my things. And one thing that I have discovered so far is I don't have control of my life. Some things just come up um, out of the blue, and I have to really, my life is going like this in one direction. And some things that we do not expect, unpredictable things just come out of the blue. Then I just gotta change everything and do some things here and there, and afterwards go back to the path that I was just following.
Yeah.
And that's crazy, but I really know. But it's like practice, like piano. I was talking about the piano. Like those days I've been practicing just a little bit, because I didn't have enough time to practice, maybe like an hour or 2 hours, do as much as I really wanted. Then you know what I did? Yesterday I went to the piano to play a little bit. It was like it seems as if I had played the piano like 4 weeks ago, like, because you lose a little bit of your practice, but when you restart playing again, you get the technique back. The same thing happens to language. So you are speaking, let's imagine you are speaking English with me for 2 years. We've been speaking English 2 hours a week, and you have a lot of practice. But then let's imagine you don't speak English for 6 months. Then when you restart speaking English, what happens? It seems that you lost so many things. But afterwards, when you start practicing again, okay, in the first classes, you'll be stuck, because since you hadn't been practicing, you weren't practicing, so you'll be a little bit stuck, a little bit, because you have to remember things. But after maybe 2 classes, you can start remembering things, because they are all here in our brain, in our memory. Then we can get back to them, because it's about practice. And the same thing with the piano. I was playing very well. My fingers were doing like this, but then I had to stop for a while. Then now I'm getting back, and that's life. For example, with me, in the piano, what makes a pianist an excellent pianist is the practice. What makes a good speaker? A good speaker is practice. Practice makes perfect for every single thing. The more you practice, the better you really become at it. The better and faster you become.
I learned about it for the first time, because I never got any chance to talk in English. Yeah. And quite on class.
In class.
In class, inside the class.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm trying to say everything in English, like on my own, at university, because the teacher was a teacher, Carter Hill, and I told Carter Hill. So the teacher didn't know what I mean, because he did not talk in English.
He doesn't. He doesn't talk in English.
Yeah, but yeah, and or I will tell another story. I was at Jean Piaget, and one guy, but it has been it was some 10 years ago, I think. And he came to sell English classes, and he asked, and I said, I speak English. And where did you learn? And I told him, I learned playing good of war.
God of War.
Yeah, no. Then he mocked me a little bit, because I told I spoke English, but I said good of war. So he mocked me. But after that, I would say God of War. So you know this game, God of
I
War.
do. I do. I haven't
So
played that, but I know what this
yeah,
game is.
yeah. So but now I think I got the pronunciation correctly on classes at well in
Mhm.
classes at well. So I'm trying to say everything in English.
Mhm.
Like, pedante em português, né? Pedante,
Tedious.
assim, I don't know.
You can say tedious. You can replace for that word too.
Yeah, but another teacher, he went to the United States
Hmm.
and he told, yeah, he got it like God and good, and I corrected him. So yeah, I think I know something about English, but yeah, I'm trying to improve. I think I was talking about not having the opportunity to talk in English, but now that I'm doing classes with you, I think I improved my pronunciation, and at well I'm trying to do my best to do the best pronunciation. But anyone, no one there know what I mean, because perhaps one or two people know some. A few people know about English there, and
Mhm.
to talk in English is even less. I don't know, but the teachers there, they don't speak English.
Mm.
Perhaps there's one or two that's two, I think, that can speak in English. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that said, very few people can speak English fluently or
yeah,
can speak proper, decent English.
yeah. This teacher I told you about, the God and good. I
Mhm.
think he was tired because it was 10 p.m. more or less. So I think he was tired, but
Mhm.
yeah, but I never saw him talking in English. But he did PhD thesis on English, so I think he knows about English. But and he went to the United States to do
Mm.
his sandwich in there, but sandwich. But I don't
Sandwich
think it's the
graduation.
word. A PhD sandwich graduation. So he went to United States. So I think yeah. But
Of
every
course. Mm.
like you said,
Mm.
the perhaps he was not talking English. He was not talking in English for a while. So
Mhm.
he, yeah, that's it. I think.
He may not have been speaking English
Yeah,
for a while, and then sometimes he can't remember the pronunciation of some things. But
yeah,
but for example, between good and God, this is a very simple vocabulary pronunciation that, for example, I wouldn't even though I wouldn't speak English for like 2 or 3 years, I would remember the difference between them. Unless it was something because something that's like quite used, God, good. Especially when you're talking about like using like philosophical vocabulary. Like it depends, but to each person is different, right?
but it was written on. It was written on one paper. He was uh, showing us about interest rates, taxa de juros. So, so
Interest
it was
rates.
good. Yeah, it was reading there that I don't good yeah, good something, and he told that it was reading God, and yeah, I
Yeah,
told him
yeah.
no.
He
Yeah,
like he might have made a mistake there by
yeah, yeah,
accident.
yeah, yeah. I think that's it.
That's cool. It's great when we have the opportunity of learning and interacting more. I think that's really great. Okay. Now here, let me work with you with something that that I find really important. Okay, so you said here about the homeworks you had from university. Let me explain something for you. We don't use homeworks is an uncountable noun. Uncountable. In other words, it means that we don't use plural. So homework. I had, for example, I had a lot of homework. I had a lot of homework. Or I had many pieces. What you can't count homework, one homework, two homeworks, three homeworks. You can't do that in English. But you can count the piece. I had many pieces of homework to do. Okay, so in that case here, homeworks is incorrect. You can use a lot of homework or I had many pieces of homework to do. No questions here.
I'm thinking here. What if I said my homework are hard?
My pieces of homework are hard in that case. Every uncountable noun is you use singular conjugation. For example, because in Portuguese, the word homework, like tarefa, is countable in Portuguese, but in English, it's not. If you want to say about more and more, you have to use pieces. My pieces of homework are hard. Yes, because you count the pieces. You don't count the homework, but you count the pieces.
Yeah.
You see? In that case, you have to say, if you want to use the plural form, you got to use pieces here. But if you just speak using the general form, singular.
Okay.
No questions?
No.
Okay. Here, you said, how would you pronounce this?
Missed.
Missed. Good job. You remember that we don't pronounce the letter E, so missed. And here, you were on in at Pizza Hut. Here, when you were talking, the borders, about the borders of the pizza, the borders had,
I have.
because you're talking about something that happened to you. I went to Pizza Hut and the borders of the pizza had a lot of feeling. Okay, now, and then here, remember that we were even talking about this, the formula of the past. Oh, one thing that's for you to remember about the to be is, is, was, are, were. I am, I was. He is, he was. You are, you were. In that case, can use with am, to be, I am. Am, is, was, are, were. Can you read this sentence here?
More busy.
You never say more busy, say busier. Why? Because busy is short adjective. Busy, busier. Next week, I'll be busier than this week because I'll have a lot of tests, homework to correct. I'll have, I don't know, many more things. I'm just giving an example. So in that case, more busy is incorrect. The right way that you could say this is busier.
All right.
No questions here.
No.
Okay. Another thing here, like you said in class, remember everything. I am in class. Hey, mom, I'm in class. I can't text you right now. And here,
Mocked.
mocked. Yes, not mocked, mocked. Oh, you're getting the pronunciation very fast. Congratulations. And then here, this.
Tedious.
How would you tedious?
Yeah, but these two in class and mocked. Like in class, and you are the teacher, but I have my like in class is inside the class. I inside the room, but on class I on class.
But
I
in
can
that
talk.
okay, but in
Say.
that case here, the word class requires a preposition in, even though you are in or outside, like you are in that moment. So it's English. English is crazy. Sometimes English doesn't make sense to some things.
Yeah, the second thing, like I did a course, like no,
Mhm.
course. I don't know, course is
Course.
course,
Yeah, because curse is like a curse.
course, maldição,
Yes.
course. So yeah, I remember what he told me, like uh, worthy. You cannot say worthy because
Worthy. Oh.
worthy with v. Yeah, but what I mean is that I needed to force myself to say v because I used it to say t, like they, but it's not they, it's they with v. Similarly
Mhm.
in Portuguese with v, it's not it's not v, it's the tongue. You need to put the tongue here and there, but similar to v. And
Mhm.
AD mocked and missed.
Worthy.
It's an I try to improve, but I know that everything that has E and D is the E is not said. You need to
Yes.
erase the E.
The only time that you don't the only time that you pronounce ed is when the verb has a t sound, t or d sound, t or d. For example, want. Then you pronounce wanted. In that case, yes, correct. When you pronounce decide, sided, decided. Okay, in that case, when you have T in the sound, you pronounce ED. This is the only exception.
Yeah.
I wanted to help you. I wanted to help you. I decided to do my best. You're in the, let me see another example here. Cluttered. Uh, if I remember more verbs, I'll tell you. I always, but just remember, if you have the t sound and the sound, use ed. Wanted, decided, uh, and so forth. No questions.
No, but you were telling this, and I remember something
Mm.
like right on YouTube. Like the English language it has a lot of persons on it because it's a famous language and everyone needs to learn English. So there are some American persons that are open channels to talk. I know English because I'm American. You can learn it with me. That's it. Yeah,
Yes, you're right. You're right. I'm
yeah.
laughing because you're right. You're right about that. Go on, go on. Tell me.
And uh, two things. Like the first one is the treta, the fight. There was this YouTuber that he was Anita has a good English. Sei lá, someone has a good English. So this American watched the videos of these persons and analyze it. So he analyzed the English of a Brazilian English teacher and told, this guy has not a good English. I don't know. And
Uh,
the guy sued him because you are destroying my business. I have family to, yeah, something like that.
Ah, come on.
Yeah, and this guy, Vergara, something like that.
Oh, Mario Vergara. Oh.
Yeah, and this is the Brazilian, and the English was English com Tim, I think.
Oh, Te
English.
Explica.
Uh,
I know him.
so
Really?
yeah, so this is the first one, like, uh, but yeah, we have talked about this, like, uh, I cannot teach you Portuguese because I'm Brazilian, but I don't know Portuguese. Like,
Mhm.
you that studied English can speak English better than an American, because American just say, they just talk the English, but he doesn't know English. Yeah.
Yes, I do.
It's quite funny, but yeah, but to be honest, like, American, he has a, I don't know, leverage, because I am American. I have my perfect English, because yeah, he's a perfect English, like he's American, but the grammar is not with him, I would say. This is the first thing. The second thing, I talked about a lot about this. I
Mhm.
forget another thing. Ah, yeah, I remember it. So one of these English YouTubers, he told that one, because they talking in Portuguese. So,
Mhm.
I am Brazilian at my heart. I am American, but I love feijoada. So we told that one one thing that Brazilians are, one common mistake of Brazilians is was the ed, like they had mocked, but missed with
Mhm.
hard a. So yeah, it's a trademark of the Brazilians to say mocked, missed.
Uh-huh.
But I will tell you what, in French, has a there's like, I don't remember now, but there's some things that they cannot say correctly,
Mhm.
like the H, H, the H is not pronounced in French. So when they talk in English, they don't say the, like hi, they say I.
Mhm.
So
Because the letter H is silent
yeah, in French, but not in English.
in English.
I realized that uh,
It depends.
every but if you
For
wait,
example, a hospital you pronounce, but the other hour. Hour is silent.
yeah,
But go on. Go on. Go on.
yeah. So
But the
let
letter
me
A, I tell you what. The letter H is mostly pronounced in English. Yes, mostly pronounced in English. Just there are some exceptions that it's silent, like the word hour. Okay, that's just very few, but mostly hospital, hotel, history. Most of the time, the word H is pronounced. Yes, it has a sound there.
and space space X, they even doesn't they even doesn't no
They
don't
even don't.
they even don't try to say X, like it's like say space X. They should say space X, not space X. So this kinds of, they are a little lazy, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
But I will tell you about accent. Like there's a lot of of debate on language learning about accent, because it's something wicked,
Mm-hmm.
something forbidden. But yeah, uh, like I said, the Americans, they have leverage teaching English because of if they are American. So you will have the perfect English.
because they
But
seem to have supremacy of
yeah,
English.
yeah, but like well, they don't make mistake. Yeah, they talk perfectly, but like when Macron talks in English, he talks very bad. He can speak in English, but he has a lot of accent, like very lot of accent, and
Like Putin.
Putin speaks English.
He does with a very bad accent, but he does. Putin can speak English. I've already
I'll
seen
see it.
videos. Yes, we need to try to do something different for from Russia, but
Yeah,
it's English. It's English, good English. It's a different.
yeah, but
Go on, go on, go on.
no, but you that have a lot of English friends,
I
what
do.
do you think about accent?
Well,
What they think about accent? I would say I should say.
speaking of grammar, one thing like speaking of Team Speak or even my American friends, I have Australian friends. I have some British friends that I talk to sometimes, every once in a while. But the thing is, what happens? Like they are natives. They, for example, they can speak sometimes very good English, but sometimes they don't know why. They say, "Hey, Diego, I've already been for them. I've already been to Japan." For them, speaking out a little of grammar. Um, when they say I've already been to Japan, he used here present. I know as a teacher, he used present perfect to talk about a past experience with no time reference. But I use this kind of sentence intentionally because I have an intention when I speak certain phrases. But he, as a native, he just learned this way, like it's very automatic, the way that
Yeah,
he speaks it. And what happens here? And then you ask him, "Hey man, why did you say like here? I have already been to Japan and not I was in Japan or I went to Japan. I don't know. I was in Japan or I went to Japan." He was a I don't know how to explain to you. I don't know to explain that. Why? And it's not their guilt because they are native speakers. So they learned it from parents, listening their parents say, friends, television, books. And he didn't really he just knows how to say that, but he doesn't know uh why they're doing that exactly because it's something really natural for them. And the same and that's why sometimes like I ask my friends, hey, but why sometimes he use here a second conditional and first conditional here? They mix that. And I remember I tried to ask my
yeah,
Australian friend. He told me, man, I would do that. For me, it's correct because natives sometimes they use them perfectly, but if you ask, for example, Biden, hey Biden, why did you use a second conditional here and not a third conditional? He won't give you this example. He's a clear explanation about this he's because he's not a linguist. Because like he learned, okay, no, he would say, oh, because I've already learned it. I read a lot of things. Then that's the way I've been using all my life long. But he doesn't know why they are using this because it's something that's so concrete, so there that they don't really realize about that. Now, speaking of accents, what I have to tell you is they most of my friends, yes, they say that there are some people that are quite difficult to understand them because they, especially for example, Asians have Asians struggle a lot when speaking English because they really associate with their first languages like Japanese, Chinese, or Thai, and when they're just trying to make the sounds, especially Japanese and Chinese, they and especially Japanese, I've already seen a lot. They cannot, some words are not well constructed, you know? And
Yeah.
some of them, like most of my friends that I have, they are really good people. They haven't really mocked other accents, other foreigners speaking English. But some of them I have seen, they sometimes mock the Russian accent, the Italian accent, because it's very strong, really strong. And speaking of Brazilians, some jerks, some jerk Americans, oh, they just, sorry for my language. They just say that like some, because sometimes Brazilians say, "I have a cat." Like you learn it, they say, "I have a cat." Like I have a cat. I have a cat. I have a doggy. Like I have a doggy. Like they don't really understand why many people say that, because in Brazil it is really common that in silent words like nobody says advogado. We say ag. We put like the e there. Like we call this support vowel or vogal de apoio in all the sentences. Like no one says in Portuguese Fred. They say Fred. Say Fred. E. Fred. Okay, and then sometimes they read them like they try to mock this kind of thing, you know?
But
That's what,
it's quite it's very wrong. How can someone go to the United States saying things like that? Like it's English 101.
yeah,
Like
but what happens is is they learn those things in primary school, and mostly the teachers from primary schools don't speak English fluently. I would say like nearly all, most teachers there are not really English teachers. They they say have, catch. They use this Brazilian pronunciation a lot when they're speaking. And most people who go live in the United States, they are immigrants. They are illegal immigrants, and most of them don't really have. Most of them didn't learn English properly when they were in Brazil, and when they get there, they use what they know. And what they know is catchy, doggy, yellow. Uh,
yellow.
yeah,
Yellow is
yellow is correct. Yeah, but red, hedge. I have a hedge cell phone, not a red cell phone. For example, I have Akio, a hedge pen. I have a hedge pen. Many people say this. They don't say I have a red pen. I have a red pen. No, I have a hedge pen. Hedge, and then when I'm teaching English to beginners,
Oh, let me. You can say
yes, I
there's
have to practice red, had red until the person understand the difference between pronunciation. That every time when you have this sound here, you
no.
have the sound, and when you have the sound, you have the r sound, like rabbit, hospital. Mhm.
But last semester or last semester, I was the same subject, like about international economics, and there was this hedge.
Mhm. Mm.
It's something about
I'm gonna show.
finances.
Let me see here in the chat. Ah, Hadge. That cannot had.
Hedge,
Hadge. J.
hedge.
Hadge.
So I don't know what it is because I got 85, but I
Mm.
so I didn't learn everything about the subject, but it's something about finances. But I will tell you another thing.
Mhm.
I was watching a video of a like in
Oh, Hadge
say
here, according to Oxford. Okay, it's not like the business definition, but you can picture this. A row of bushes or small trees planted close together, usually along the edge of a field, garden, yard, or road. For example, like a protection of an area.
uh
For
uh
example, yeah, especially here when you are on the road going to London, you see a lot of trees planted together. They make like a kind of protection,
uh
especially at the edge of a road of a place.
Yeah.
In the United States, it is really common to have hedges to separate houses, like bushes, a lot of bushes, bush together, like this to make a
Yeah.
kind of protection. And you can
Yeah.
maybe picture this in the economy and the economy vocabulary, like maybe some protection of budgets, expenses, inflation, whatever thing.
Yeah, I think I remember, but yeah, but I was telling you about like aspas,
Mm-hmm.
entre aspas, do you know that?
Uh-huh. And in Portuguese, uh-huh, entre aspas, uh-huh. Why is that?
Like a friend of mine, but it's not a friend of mine. It's just a Brazilian. Yeah, this Brazilian went to the United Kingdom, and he was talking in Portuguese with his girlfriend, with his girlfriend or wife, and one, yeah, I need to swear, like one female there, one British.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you are talking in Portuguese. When I go to Brazil, I speak Brazilian, and yeah, so Brazilian. Like she should talk Portuguese, not Brazilian. But
Yeah.
how can you come to United Kingdom and talk in Portuguese? You need to talk in English. And she tried to attack this guy, and this guy, oh lady, come on, take it easy. So yeah, this video made a little haunts me a little, because I'm quite afraid of this video, because yeah, you go to the United Kingdom, and you need to talk in English. Oh, and oh, you are talking in Portuguese. Like fight for that, because it's a innocuous fight. You like, yeah. I remember another thing. I went to shopping on
To the mall.
Saturday, the mall, and I was in a shop of clothes, and one guy where two guys entered there and
Mhm.
talking in a language I didn't
Recognize.
recognize it. It was not it was not any European language. Like, it was like Portuguese, Spanish, German, French, English.
Uh-huh.
So I would fight with saying, oh, you need to talk in Portuguese, friend. Do you want to fight? How can you say this language here? You are in Brazil. So I'm quite worried about this. So I would try to
Oh, but I
prove a
can tell you,
pronunciation.
oh,
Yeah.
yes, yes. It's good for you to become clear, not to be afraid, because I tell you what, I was in the United States. Okay, I think I already had a very good English for a very long time. But the thing is, one thing that I noticed about people there, mostly people are very tolerant. Okay, depend if you are like I was in Los Angeles, like, and then I tried to ask. I saw that some people who struggled a little bit in English, they would try to understand to help you with what you really needed. I don't know. I think it depends on where you go. Some people can be mean, and other people can be a little bit. Yeah, it depends. I can, but sometimes, but mostly people, when you try to really ask for directions, depending, they can be helpful. Maybe I
Yeah.
don't know.
But let me mock a little,
Yes.
because
Mm.
no, the United States is uh, peraí, deixa eu.
Noise.
Oh, cara. So the United States is a quite large country. So the rednecks, like rednecks is a slur, but
Mhm.
there is the California, that is a progressive state. State. There's New York is a progressive state, but there are the rednecks like Texas, uh,
Mhm.
Alabama. So if you have a 99% English, and you go to Texas or what I said, Alabama, you can go. You will be beaten, I would say, because they are redneck. They are not conservative. They are a redneck. They are this guy with that walk with shotguns on
Mhm.
trucks. So, oh, you are immigrant. You are stealing my job. I need to kill you. So, but New
But
York, oh, you are immigrant. Oh, you have suffered a lot. Oh, I'm quite sad for being American. Oh, I will give you. I don't know. I'm being, I'm prejudice, like
prejudice.
prejudice. Yeah, I'm being mean. I'll stop
Yeah.
being mean.
Yeah, it's all about culture. It's all about cultures, you know? If we take into consideration the culture in Texas, for example, it's something really in the middle of the country. And when you go there, you see that people sometimes, I don't know, but I tell you what, I've already met Texans before, and they're very friendly. It just, if you really go to a farm, distant farm, when you go from far from the civilization, maybe you might find something like this. But if you go to Houston or Austin, which is the capital of Texas, or Dallas, of cities that are really big cities, there people are more civilized. They will talk to you, they will interact with you, and I think you'll have a good time there. It really depends on the person, because I've already I was told, I was once told that Texans are considered one of the friendliest people in the United States, because they have a different perspective of things. Yeah, but yes, I was once told that the Texans, and I don't know, there is another state there in the United States where people are extremely sociable. They're quite, so yes, they're sociable. Like, you can have that you won't suffer anything. It really depends on where you go. You'll see that more frequently, more often, or less often. It really depends.
Yeah, the United States has a lot of. They have is a compounded country. They have a lot of soft power because, yeah, I don't know if I have already told you, but I was doing my class of econometrics,
Mm-hmm.
and it's a quite statistics. It's a
Mm-hmm.
statistics course. I will
Of
see it
course. Mm-hmm.
course, and we had all the states of America, and a lot of just hearing the name of the state make me anxious. Oh,
Mm-hmm.
I need to learn. I need to meet this to go to this place. Like you say these names, I need to go to this place. But if I were to go to these places, I would need to spend a lot of money because there's a lot of like cities. Like every there are 52 states on America on United States.
Yes,
Each state
that's a
has a
lot.
lot of cities. But
Mm-hmm.
I would like to go to the cities, but the United States has a lot of soft power, like the American way of life. Yeah.
And even some Americans don't really realize about those kind of American life, because I've already discussed this with some Americans, and they don't really think like, oh, they haven't really stopped. They hadn't stopped to realize that until I talked to them. You know, that was quite interesting because what we have here is an international view of the United States that a lot of immigrants have really thought of that. It started happening usually after the Second World War, where the United States became a superpower country, like a very the most like considered the most developed country until these days, and people have been trying to better lives there, like the American dream. And but Americans like the real American citizens, just very few people are aware of this kind of thing going on. And and yes, I just think uh that's crazy when we have this kind of thing going on. And yes, I've already been to California, and I think it's a very nice country. I wish I could go back there soon, and I would like
Yeah,
yes. And yeah, I tell you what, many people want to go to the United States because oh, it's the United States. It's the Uncle Sam's land. I like to go there. I like to make money. I like to go to Disney. I like to hug Mickey Mouse. I like to buy. I like to go shopping there. Can I tell you something? Okay, yes, I really want to go back to the United States, not because the United States is the United States, but because my case, because English is spoken there. I love English. I like American English, American pronunciation. The general American pronunciation is really interesting. Like American English is really cool, and because I like the culture. It's not only because the United States is the United States, but I like the culture. I like some interesting places there, like the Yellowstone National Park. I'd like to visit New Orleans. There are interesting places that a lot of Brazilians are not very aware of
yeah,
that I'd like to visit and are more interesting than the touristic areas. Like that's me. But because sometimes when I tell people that I want to go back to the United States, they say, because you're a really capitalist. I like to say, fuck off. I really want to talk to you. So it doesn't have to do with that. It's just because it's interesting. You can really talk to different people, learn from them, and have different experiences besides only going to Miami or New York.
yeah.
And that's awesome. If one day you'll go there, you'll have a lot of fun. It's